Well, yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. We're gonna have some fun with this one. We're gonna analyze the dysfunction. You already know what time it is. Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. This is the Painful Excellence Podcast. And we're going to have fun with the dysfunction. We're going to have a lot of fun. First, let's salute the family. Flawless Mentality, my brother, Dr. Mark. Let me know if you want me to send you a link. Love is the word. Shout salute, sis. Woke. Rod Neal, my brother, King Corleone. Philip D. Redden, salute, brother. Real Spill Midwest Boxing Talk, salute. There you go, Stormy B, man. If y'all missed Noise on Culture just about 5 minutes ago, y'all go catch that replay, man. A lot of reminiscing, man. We had some fun on that show. Great show, man. Gnarly Ray, my brother, Queen. Hey, how are you? No doubt, Jeff Spark in the building, salute. Combat Tool Bag, my brother. Tay, how you doing, sis? Well, let's get started. All right, let me send that to Dr. Mark real quick. Where's he at? Where are you? Damn it, I just had it. Hold on 1 second. There you go. Sent, brother. All right. So we're going to have fun with the dysfunction. Phenomenal Mexican, salute. Now, a lot of women feel that men, we trust big butts and smiles. Like BBD said, they told us not to do that in 1990. Never trust a big butt and smile. That girl's poison. For the most part, that proves that men are visual creatures. We're visual. How many times you've known a dude smash a chick and it's like, she ugly as sin, but she got a fat ass though. All right, Tay. I'm gonna tell you who this is. I'm gonna tell you who this is. Both of these men. If you Google Prison Bay, the man on the left is one Prison Bay. The man on the right is Prison Bay 2.0. All right, and we're gonna get into the discussion with both of these men. Dr. Mark, how you doing, bro?
What's happening, King?
I can't complain. How you feeling?
Oh man, blessed.
Excellent. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to discuss Prison Bay number 2, which is the man on the right. This Caucasian gentleman right here. Now that's a normal looking guy to me. Both of these guys are normal to me, but I don't get it. And I'm gonna explain why I don't get it. Okay. Prison Bay 2.0 is the white gentleman on the right-hand side. Man's mugshot goes viral, receives numerous offers to pay his bail. This was August 1st of 2022. His name is Brandon Lee Pardon, age 33. All right, first of all, does that motherfucker look 33 to you? No, he doesn't. So he's had a hard life. He was booked in North Carolina on Wednesday on a charge of assault with serious bodily injury. Twitter users have offered to pay his bail and have called him the new hot felon, the new one, because the old one was the light-skinned brother next to the picture that I had, next to his picture. After seeing this, let me go bail my man out, one person tweeted in response, "How deadly we talking?" Another wrote under the mugshot post, my number on the Bonds number list. Wow. A third replied, while a fourth quipped, and I'm a stick beside him. This is amazing. Some people wanted to take a peek into his prior criminal history back in April 2017. He was arrested on allegations of kidnapping and rape. Okay? The Greene County Sheriff's Office in Tennessee took him into custody after investigators found a seriously injured woman at a home. He is on probation for the offense of aggravated assault until March 31st of 2030. Pardon's now viral mugshot comes after former inmate Jeremy Meeks, the brother on the left. Jeremy Meeks' mugshot rose to fame. He was given many nicknames such as Hot Felon, Felon Bay, and the Blue-Eyed Bandit after Stockton Police Department posted a pic on Facebook. The pic garnered 75,000 likes, 20,000 comments, and 10,000 shares, and continues to make its rounds online. Meeks has landed high-profile modeling gigs. In 2017, he walked the runway in his first ever debut and has signed deals with Tommy Hilfiger, Philip Plein, or Pleen, whatever the fuck that is, and more. He also has 1.5 million followers on Instagram and has also gotten into acting with appearances in the new Secret Society 2 and more. All right. Now, let me ask the ladies. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Ladies.
What the fuck?
Y'all tell me. Is it that serious? That's Meek on the left, and that's Patron, whatever his name is, on the right. What's his name? His name is Pardon. Brandon Lee Pardon. Okay? Is it that serious? Now, I need to ask. They see what's happening with these men is very symbolic as to the things that we discuss. We talk about that 84% versus the 16%. It's really hard to remain on that 84% when you're growing up as a young black man, and you're normal, but you might be hanging around a couple of guys that have that look. And it's like, man, I'm that 84% before you even knew what the fuck 84% was. But you're saying to myself, man, this dude ain't shit, but they getting all the pussy. And when your hormones are out of order and you're 17, 18, 19, 20, it's like, you really don't want to hear that. You're like, man, I gotta get laid. And this dude ain't shit, they ain't gonna be shit. Here I am, I come from good stock. I'm not gonna be a criminal. These dudes are always running from the police. But the women are always in their face. Yeah, I had friends just like that. Always in trouble. But they always had women around them. And I couldn't figure it out. You know when it dawned on me? When I got a little older and the less fucks I began to give? When I became that asshole, you know, you hit the gym, lift a little weights. You don't see those same chicks for a little while, and then all of a sudden they pop up. Oh, I ain't seen you in the mail. I ain't seen you in a minute. How you been? I'm good. Now I'm getting all this attention, and it's like, when you cut them short, oh, well, let me get your number. I'll call you. It's like, I really don't want to talk no more. I'm focused now. I got other shit to do. 10 years later after that, now they have a baby, and you don't. And let's say you give them the time of day and they want to hit you with the, you know, why we never got together? What? Now you're ready to be a wife. You see what I'm talking about? But rewind. You see, you wanting the bad boy, that should be something that y'all girls crave when y'all like in junior high school, the popular kid who could beat everybody up. Maybe in high school, the popular kid who was super athletic and everyone loved. Maybe college. But when you're an adult and you're liking mugshots, every woman that's willing to risk it all for those two men with criminal records and everything else, that 84% will never stand a chance because those women are addicted to chaos, and it is a sad state of affairs. How do you explain that shit? Did you read the numbers that those mugshots? Those are not pictures. Those were mugshots, for fuck's sakes. That kid, that dude Meek, that was his mug. The picture I got, that's not his mugshot, but his mugshot caught all that attention. He's now worth $5 million. That's his net worth. That's his net worth. Business brain, salute. That's his net worth. So I guess it worked out for him. But you know what he did, right? He married some chick, divorced her, and took a portion of her shit. Now what y'all think? There's still chicks that want to fuck with him. Now this other guy, Patron, Brandon Lee, alleged rapist, kidnapping, and you can read what he's up for, and these women still want to take care of him, pay his bail. Yo, listen.
What the fuck
is wrong with y'all? This is why good dudes, yo, listen. Women, look, there was a lot of comments on there. Every last one of those women, I guarantee you, complained about a man doing them wrong in the past at some point. Make it make sense. Dr. Mark, what you got on that?
You know, it's really a never-ending story now, because it appears that there's no standard anymore. And we know there's no standard because you get so many young ladies that will post things on social media, and they will have in the caption, they will say, I'm just looking for an honest guy to spend, that will treat me right, to spend the rest of my life with. And then they got all these coochie shots and nipple shots and ass shots. And I mean, and all of social media is looking at it. So when you understand that there's a complete disconnect from what is an appropriate way in which to want to get to know somebody. I mean, I don't have any problem with seeing it if that's where I'm at in my life. And I say, okay, yeah, you know, it looks good, whatever. But I'm not going to wife that because you've already shown everything that I want for just me to everybody. Now, I'm not saying that if somebody did that's it, that's all. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that if you live in an area, let's say you live on the south side of Chicago, and that's how you've been the whole time you've lived there. You got no kids, you're beautiful, you know, and we get along in every other area. Guess what we gonna do? We got to move. We can't live here because I'm not going to deal with having to fight every day about somebody thinking that you still like you used to be. So my point is this in regard to the context of this. If a woman will walk alongside of a man who's showing his whole Scooby-Doo drawers, then she's already said that she doesn't have a standard. So a guy that's been to prison, that's nothing, because she doesn't have any standard. She just wants somebody that in most cases that she can control, that's gonna do. And I tell you what, if he carrying all the groceries and she's standing around just walking around with, he got her purse, he got everything, which is what I've seen right here in the South Side of Chicago. And he's showing his Scooby-Doo drawers and she holding his hand like he's something special. Well, I mean, that really says it all. And ladies, I'm telling you, you know, if you want somebody to want you forever, then leave something that's just for him. You can't get out here on social media showing all your shit to everybody. Now, if you want to meet somebody on social media, keep yourself covered up. Don't do, because as soon as you do all of that, everybody has seen it. And I have some women right now that are trying to holler at me. And I said, well, you can't possibly be interested in me, and you got your coochie and your everything. You done showed it to everybody. And I'm supposed to feel special? I don't. So next. I mean, that's what it is. So, you know, ladies, I just hope the bad boy routine should be played out. If all you care about is what he looks like and not what he is inside, what kind of man is this? Is he going to provide, protect? Is he a decent man? Is he going to treat me right? If you don't care about that, then continue to do what you're doing. Because no brothers like Drew or me or Stormy B-Man or many of the people in the chat are ever going to look at you for anything other than a jump off. That's it.
I want to know, why is it that bad male behavior sticks out like a sore thumb, but why is it that many women, not all, because a lot of women know better, but why is it that many women are attracted to bad male behavior? Because let me say this, I understand a lot of bad dudes out there. We acknowledge that. But the numbers are in our favor. 84% of us are good men. 60% of us are not. They're not husband material. So when women say there's no good men out there, y'all are looking in the wrong places. You know, notoriously, I've been in places where I had to listen to women talk shit about men ain't shit. And there's no good men. And men, if they got money, they're gay. If they got money, they're not gay. They're dating white women, and all this other ridiculous shit. But the reality is, 16% of these men are responsible for 90% of the births out of wedlock. Yep. And y'all ladies are not victims of grape. But then y'all turn around and say, oh man, well, he mind effed me. I didn't know he was a piece of crap man. I didn't know he got down like that. So let me get this straight. All these guys are Jedis. They're Jedis and they mind tricked you. That's what they did. No, what it is that y'all don't know how to pick men. Why? Because maybe your mothers didn't know how to pick your father. Because I'm gonna be very frank. The women that had good husbands in their life, a majority, not all of them, but a majority had either an uncle in their life, a father in their life, an older brother, and they know how to pick men. And that's where the question is, why are women attracted? Also, the other part of the question is, why are women attracted to bad male behavior? But a sub question to that is, who are they listening to when it comes to learning how to choose a man? See, your mother can teach you how to be a wife, but I believe the father is instrumental in you learning how to pick a man.
Yep.
That should be the first man that you get to understand and love is your father. He's supposed to be in your life. You're supposed to pick a man based off of your father. Now, some women get lucky and it's like, you know what? Don't have my dad in my life, but I'm gonna roll the dice. Some women get lucky and then some women strike out. But always look to Who led them? Yes, leadership. You have to follow a lead, and that's poison to a lot of women. Following, yes, you're gonna have to follow a lead. If you follow your father's lead because he was a man of the house and you had to follow him, right? Guess what? You should be looking for those same characteristics in the man you choose, because the man you choose should be a leader, and you should want to lead and help him in his purpose. His purpose becomes your purpose. But see, that's toxic behavior to y'all. That's how dare you? I'm my leader and myself, and I'm a boss. Go ahead and do it by yourself. Then I'm not. Dudes are done arguing with y'all. Listen to what I just said, and it's non-threatening. You are supposed to. The first love of your life is supposed to be your dad. Through your dad, you're supposed to learn if he's not an absent father, he's not an asshole. All right, but if your mama chose right, you should be following that man. And when you get older, you say, you know what, he got on my nerves growing up, but you know what, he wanted the best for me. And when you go on your search to say, okay, I'm looking to get groomed by someone, and when that person courted by someone, and when that person courts me, he has to have characteristics as my father. And the problem is, on both angles, the problem is a lot of you women didn't have your father. Okay? A lot of these men didn't have their father. Why? Because their mothers didn't know how to pick. And you got these single mothers raising boys who don't know how to be men. But some of them look like prison bae. And their dicks work. And then you're wondering, oh man, what happened? Ladies, here's a gem. When a man is trying to court you, it is imperative to understand what his family upbringing is. If he had two parents in his life, if his mother was a single mother, all of those things matter. And I'm not saying because he came from a single parent household he's disqualified, but these are things that you have to observe. When I was coming up, a majority of my friends came from two-parent households. The kids that had single-parent households, they were a little different when it came down to certain situations, and the teachers knew it. Now, that little different behavior is normalized now.
Yep.
A lot of y'all don't know how to pick men. There's certain men, as fine as they are, there are certain characteristics. If you don't have a good relationship with your father, how are you supposed to know what good characteristics in a man is supposed to be? Unless your father was irresponsible. And if your mama raised you, hopefully she did a good enough job, but God bless you, because if your mother didn't know how to be a wife, how the fuck is she going to teach you? This isn't hate. Because like I said, these women that are raising these single men, these boys who didn't know their father, there's something wrong with them too. Because they have to learn on the job how to be a man. Now, every now and again, they'll have mentorship. Maybe the church. Like I said, maybe it could be an OG in the street. It could be an OG in the street. But they can have something. But usually that's not the case, which is why this era of bitch ass niggas, all of these school shootings and shit, a lot of it is these kids are just crazy and they don't know how to take a joke. They're getting roasted in the lunchroom. They come back the next day and kill everybody. There's a lot of that shit going on. A lot of these kids, they can't take a joke, and guns, and nobody's fighting anymore. A majority of those kids don't know their fathers. There's no way some kid is coming. Man, please, I wish I would walk in the door, snot bubbles, and run in to grab my father's revolver. Whoa, what you doing with that? They were making fun of me at school. And you gonna kill everybody? Man, you don't put that down before I pistol whip you. Suck it up, man. It's jokes. If you're gonna cry at that, you ain't ready for real life, because it gets worse. It gets worse. Imagine having to eat bullshit from a boss, but you can't quit because you got to pay your rent. Imagine that. All of this stuff matters, ladies, gentlemen. The 16% doesn't represent me, but they're getting all the pussy, aren't they? And you know what's happening? They're getting all the pussy, and these women don't know any better. They picking you. And when you don't do what they want you to do, I can look at them and say, yo, look, man, you fell for that shit. But I'll look at the 16% and say, yo, y'all know better than this shit. You like 30, 40 years old. What are you doing? Child number 5 on baby mother number 4? And you still live with your mother? Come on. I know there's something wrong with you. But then I look right at the lady and say, yo, look, you didn't see this? This prison-based shit is symbolic. Who's the rapper? With what, 14, 15 baby mamas trying to get on TV and do a show? Y'all saw that? I talked to doctors the other day. Was it Rod that sent me that shit on Instagram? It's an 84-year-old man that got 32 kids. Over 30 kids.
Wow. Nick Cannon is on his way.
Yo. And all these women know about each other. You can't tell me shit. That man's 84 years old. And of course his kids know him, but come on, man. Come on, man. That's OD. Let me see if I can pull that up. This is ridiculous, man. And this is women. Yeah, y'all doing this to yourself. So when I hear, you understand, when I hear all of this male bashing and shit, I laugh. I laugh. Because this is y'all with this bullshit, man. Let's see if I can find this. It was 84. Let's see, where is that? Dude had 84 kids, man. Where's that? Nah, it wasn't Rod. Who was it? Well, Dr. Mark, cook on that for a minute while I try to find this.
Absolutely. You know, there's a more well, I won't say a more important part, but there's more to this story. And ladies and men, I want you both to understand this. First of all, it's not the kids' fault.
Right.
Just, we got to be clear about this. The kids did not ask to raise themselves. They did not ask their circumstances to be what they are. They didn't ask to be raised in a single family home, which is why it's so important, ladies, to stop getting your information about men from other women. You all do not know us. You have no clue about us. You get your information from social media, from other women, from other narratives, and that's what you go by. And living in your own head, you decide what a man likes, what a man wants, what a man's gonna do. Because if you really understood us, 99% of the shit you do, you wouldn't do it. Because that's not what we care about. You really don't know who we are, but let's look at this. If you were raised in a single family home, which this generation X, that is the case. So here is a child who was raised by a single mom, no father in the house. In many cases, mother with no accountability because it's always somebody else's fault. So now when she talks to both children, what comes out of her mouth is, yo, daddy ain't shit. I'm the mama. I'm the daddy. You know, you need to, I do everything. I do everything for you. He ain't shit. He ain't doing this. He ain't doing it. Now, in some cases, the father is doing something. He's giving her money. He's paying the child support. He's paying her more than she should even get. But because she is so entitled, and she wants it to be about her, because now all the benefits she had, if she was ever with that man, she's lost it, and she wants him to take care of her, not just the child, but her too. So the money that he's giving ain't enough to do that. So she's pissed. So she's saying, no, he ain't doing shit. He ain't doing. And so when a child hears that all their whole life, and then the mother is saying, you know what, and you get away from me. You look just like your father, and now you're acting just like him too. So now your daddy ain't shit. You're saying to your son, the son looks like the father, and you acting like him too now. Get away from me. What boy is going to want to grow up to be a man when the only narrative that he hears is something negative? He ain't this, he ain't that, he ain't that. That's what's producing these bitch ass niggas. They just as soft. They just as soft as Charmin tissue paper.
Mm-hmm.
And you have made them that way. Why would a boy want to be a man when you have shit on the man like that? Now, you chose that man and you chose to have a child with him, but there's no accountability to that. You picked him and then you gonna shit on him. And all you're doing is destroying the kids, because now the girl doesn't have any, everything she's heard about a man ain't shit. So when she sees one that tries to be nice to her, she looking at him like he's a mongoloid. He's some alien or something. Mm-hmm. And then the boy is like, all he's doing is all around him in the schools, everywhere he goes, the authority is always a woman. That's why they have women principals in black communities. That's why they have women in charge of certain things. It's not because of your level of competence. And I'm not saying that you're not, but I'm saying they don't want a black man to be an example for black children because they want to destroy our community. And you are helping them. When you do this, all you're doing is putting these boys in a situation where now when they run into a Dr. Mart and I say, hey, listen, man, get that little two-wheelers off the sidewalk, you're going to hurt somebody. And he gets smart with me and I slap him into a spinning top. And when he stops spinning, he's now in China. And you worried about, that's my baby. Well, you better get that motherfucker before I kill him. Because I'm not going to play. We don't have time to play no more. We're in a state of emergency. And if he don't, and I understand it's not his fault. But if you want to save his ass, you better listen to what I'm saying. Because I will fuck his ass up talking to me crazy. Because right now, we've got to bring our village back or it's over for all of us. Now, not me and not Drew, and many of us men that have our shit together, we can go wherever we want to go. But you guys are going to be in a real difficult situation if you don't start listening. I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose our kids. Some of our kids are going to have to fucking go though, because they're so far down that rabbit hole. There's no way to save them now. And you're not helping when you continue with this narrative. Because I promise you this, I'm outside. It's a beautiful day here in Chicago and I'm outside and I just wanted to be outside enjoying this weather. I didn't want to be in the house. I didn't want to be in any, I just wanted to be outside enjoying this beautiful weather. But because I'm out here near this Starbucks, there's a guy that comes over here on a regular basis and he is on drugs. And he's scaring women and he's running people away from this. I don't allow it. When he sees me, he hightails it straight away from here because he know if I catch him back over here again, I'm going to lay hands on his ass. Not because I'm not a violent person at all, but I know that these people are going to lose their jobs if we keep allowing this motherfucker to keep coming over here scaring people. Mm-hmm. And I'm not allowing that. I'm going to claim back this village. If I got to do it by myself until some other men say, you know what, you right, man, I'm going to step up. I'm going to step my game up too. And we create a coalition of people that are giving women something to be proud of, that are saying, you know what, these brothers over here, they don't let no harm come to us. You know what, I feel safe. That's what you submit to. You submit to that. You don't submit to these bitch niggas wearing their pants all up under their knees and stuff and being disrespectful to you. And I mean, and if they don't respect themselves, they'll never respect you. So listen, I'm going to turn it back over to you, Drew. But man, I tell you, I'm passionate about this because I hate to see what's happening to our community.
It's awful. It's awful. You're 100% correct, man. Salute to Anato per view. He said, did we catch the Dr. Umar Johnson, the Cynthia G debate? I did. I did see it. And brother, I am completely disgusted with that woman. If y'all didn't see it, it's all over YouTube. It went viral. It's only about a week and some change old. But let me tell you something. Regardless of how you feel about Dr. Umar Johnson, if you see that debate, here's what you need to know about Cynthia G, because I wasn't familiar with her. If the term "who hurt you" was a person, you'd see her picture near it. For her to be so articulate and so angry is a very, very sensitive thing. And I watched that, and I had what you call silent rage, because I never thought that I would have to, I never thought that I would hear somebody be that wrong and strong. The fact that woman, I understand, has a huge following. She's followed by a bunch of Amazons that clearly hate men for their own personal reasons. I don't know. It could be because men, they feel maybe, sometimes women, they feel a certain way about men because of how a man treated them, whether it's assault, grape, something, or an absent father, something. So they partner up with people that denounce men, that only say, okay, I just don't want to deal with a man. They can't stop there. They just want to denounce men. Damn near have us in neck collars with shocks attached and have us in a basement. This woman, that's exactly what she said, Jason. She said women should abort black male fetuses. That's what she said.
She's a dumb bitch.
She's a dumb bitch, man. And you see, motherfuckers got mad at me when I said something about a car fire. You remember that? Okay, but
I did a video about this.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah,
I saw it. And you see, this woman, Cynthia G, nobody's gonna hold her feet to the flames. If I got on here right now and said, you know what, women, if y'all find out y'all are impregnated with and it's a woman and it's a girl, and you should delete it, because there's too many. Whatever I say, if I said something to, first of all, I would never say anything like that. That's crazy. That's genocide, man.
Yep.
That's genocide. That's black on black. I mean, come on, man. And why does she say that? Because she feels that men don't do enough to protect black women. Are you aware of the statistics? She told Dr. Umar that we're busy blaming everybody else for black people's shortcomings. Basically, that's what she said. Those weren't her exact words, but that's the message I got from her. And I'm like, wait a minute, bitch. Why are you acting like there's a systematic racism for everybody black in this damn country? What are you talking about?
She said we're responsible for racism.
It's us. It's our fault. This is a black woman, ladies and gentlemen. This is a black woman talking this talk. And when I heard that, because again, sometimes I listen to stuff, I'm doing shit around the house. When I heard that, I looked at the screen, I said, wait a minute, this bitch is dead serious. And Dr. Umar being professional, because sometimes I've seen him get very triggered during these debates. And I think that's the second time in a row they tried to get him caught up in some bullshit. Then after that, he did something. He was on a panel and didn't know one of the women on the panel was really a man. So they've been trying to trip us up, because let me be very clear, brothers. And I'm talking to the men now. What they're doing to Dr. Umar, like in 1 week, with that Cynthia G shit, and then having him on a panel with a transformer, that's an organized assault.
Absolutely.
And it's very clear that Cynthia G, you see all these women talking about black men don't want to protect us. The purpose of me mentioning these things, I had a black chick with an account and a ghost account pop up in my chat. Y'all saw it. fussing over bullshit. Do y'all really think I'm attacking black women, or do I want what's best for my sisters? I want what's best for my brothers, which is why I denounce the 16%. And I tell y'all to watch for the 16%. Denounce the 16% because they're not the majority. I tell y'all that. I don't say F black women and y'all ain't shit and this. No, but you go to a lot of women's channels and they're saying that. Yeah. Fuck us. We ain't shit. We ain't about shit. Meanwhile, 84% of us are in the middle class or rich, childless, unmarried. And it's only the 16% that are responsible for 90% of the births. Yep. So why is it that when that math, when we reveal that math, it's still men's fault? No, y'all don't know how to pick. I was listening to Kevin Samuels a year ago when he released that stats to a young lady. And I forget how old she was, but she was fairly young. And he said, well, why? He said, why can't you pick from the 84% of the good guys? Something to that effect. And she said, oh, well, because the guys that be approaching me, they be ugly. That's what she said. That's what she said. It was a reaction. And it was too late for her to retract it. They be ugly. But you know what? That dude Meek looks good, don't he? Light skin, tatted up. His net worth is $5 million. Right up her alley. You know what he's gonna do to her? He's gonna smash her real hard and gets her out of there. Yep. Yeah, knock her up. Yeah, you pay a hoe to go away. Right? And when that ride is over, when that child's 5 years old, what's she gonna do? You know what? I had it all wrong. I'm gonna go out on a date with that dude. He's a manager at some firm now. And he's 40 and childless. And he makes $98,000 a year. His middle credit score is 800 something. He has his own car, he has his own condo, he's living well. And you fussing with this motherfucker over child support. You're making $35,000 a year, but your boss says your Instagram. And when he finally takes you up on that offer and says, all right, I'll take you out, and he asks you, yeah, so what you been up to? Now you got to explain that shit to him. Really? You're losing. Then y'all get mad at all these brothers talking about, yo, man, I'm gonna get my passport. And I don't want to, y'all, we ugly, right? And we're not exciting, right? Because I'm not on the corner. And this was my dilemma growing up. I never stood on the corner for too long. I've been on the corner, but I ain't stayed there for too long because I knew what came with that. Dudes coming up out, jumping out on cars on you just because, or cops harassing you. I wasn't a corner nigga. I didn't rob people. All right. I didn't steal out of stores. I wasn't a thug. I may have looked the part, but I wasn't the part at all. I don't know nothing about no prison system being in it for breaking the law. And I stand on that. But because I didn't live that life, I looked like it, but because I didn't live it, I had to work a little different to secure female company. And then as I got older, I said, if I had to alter who the fuck I am to get company with a bitch and I'm not even marrying, a bitch that I can't even bring home to meet my parents, she ain't worth it. You know what? Let me work on my college. Let me work on my credit score. Let me work on me. And you know what y'all women know? Y'all know when a man is about something. And you know what else y'all don't respect? Y'all don't respect father time. You know this is called father time, right? Because there's no avoiding it. And you need to listen to your father. The wall for y'all is different than ours. I'll say it again. The wall for you is not the same wall for us. Y'all need to respect father time. Because sometimes y'all think, and I'm talking to those women that like to spit out fucking kids from that 16%. Y'all think the same dating options y'all had at 21 is going to be around when you're fucking 31. It gets worse, baby. Now you can't skip the line in the club to get inside.
Right.
All right. You might look good for your age, but I forget what movie it was. But these two white chicks walked to the front of the line, and one of them was pregnant. And I forget the comedian's name. He does the pizza commercials now. The black brother with the afro.
Right.
He was playing the bouncer in this movie, and he walks up, He walk up and say, yo, can we get in? He said, whoa, I can't let you in. She was like, what? What's the matter? He said, come on, man, you old, you pregnant. I can't have a bunch of old pregnant bitches running around in the club. The wall is different for y'all. I mean, that was funny as hell.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The world is different. Y'all seem to think that men are just always going to be around, and the math doesn't add up. There are more women than there are men on this planet.
Yep.
So now, why do you think I'm telling y'all this? When y'all get 35, and if y'all have a kid, and y'all don't have an ex-husband, it's a baby daddy. Do y'all understand y'all are asking a man to come in and take all of that? On average, the man makes more money than the woman.
Yep.
So now you're not only looking for a husband, you're looking for a fucking stepfather. And some dudes reserve the right to say, well, all men reserve the right to say, I don't want to deal with that. I'm dealing with my own shit. I was responsible. I didn't make no babies. Why you want me to come clean up your mess? And then y'all get mad at him for saying, nah, why would I fuck with you 35-year-old, never married ass? You gave birth at 25. From 18 to 25, it was hot girl summer. Then you got caught up. You didn't marry the dude. You're not on good terms with him. Even if you're on good terms with him, I shouldn't have to deal with him. Because if I'm dealing with you, I'm going to have to deal with her. I mean, your baby daddy. But why would I deal with that when, you know what? This chick that just graduated, she's 23 years old. She got a degree, but she's willing to get on my game plan. She's ready to be a wife, and she has a fresh pair of ovaries, and she's 10 years younger than you. Plead your case. Why should I choose you over that? You're not winning. You could be a little taller, a little thicker, a fatter ass, tatted up. But this chick ain't have no hot girl summer. She got a fresh pair of ovaries. She don't have a high body count. She don't have no children. How do y'all compete with that? When y'all choosing the 16%. I'm going to say that probably daily on my fucking show. This 16%. I'm glad Joseph in here, he said this. Look at this. Tone Brown, salute. King Corleone, salute. Larsa Pippen can't lock down any top young NBA player now. Do y'all know who that is? Who's having the last laugh now? Scottie Pippen's ex-wife. And she admitted that she fucked up. And as good as she is, as good looking as she is, you think those 20-year-old NBA players are going to pay her any mind? No, she's the old bitch now.
Hey, Drew, you got to let me tell you this. I don't know if you knew about this. Real quick. Guess who she just been hanging out with and screwed?
Who?
Michael Jordan's son. Yeah, and Michael Jordan's son was like, you know, Scottie been hating on his dad, talking all kind of crazy. And so his son was like, yeah, I got something for, because she came at him and they were out, I mean, partying at the club and everything. Now, you know good and damn well that Michael Jordan's son wasn't out with Scottie Pippen's ex-wife on no, we just cool like that. No.
You know, that's the dumbest shit that little boy could have ever done.
Yes.
First of all, stay the fuck out of that.
Right.
Second of all, that's his ex-wife. Third of all, the last thing he needs to do is knock that bitch up.
Right.
Who's gonna look stupid? Scottie gonna be smiling like, yo, nigga, you gotta deal with that. You ain't got your dad's money.
Right.
You dig? And this is how these bitches are.
Yeah. But it goes back to, and I was gonna add this. When we go back to Cynthia G, and she's talking about men aren't protecting the women, I'm gonna tell you how we protect the women. We take Cynthia G, we take Jada Pickett, we take Gabrielle Ewing, we take Vivica Fox, and we take it's another one I'm missing, but that's all right.
Bitch sitting next to Vivica Fox, that bitch from Players Ball. She done hit the wall too.
Yes.
Her light skin powers wore off.
And we take all of them and throw them in a fucking bonfire and light their ass up, because at the end of the day, women, you have to stop listening to stupid bitches like that, because if you listen to them, you're gonna be lonely than a mug, because we ain't gonna be bothered with their ass, and we're not gonna be bothered with you if that's who you listening to. All you gonna be is you gonna have a big powwow session, and all of y'all gonna be talking about men ain't shit. Well, it's easy to talk about something that you won't ever have, because you're not gonna have, because white men not gonna be bothered with you either. Nobody's gonna be bothered with you if that is where you are. So I'm saying I don't want that for you. I think you all are some of the most beautiful women on the planet, but I'm not dealing with the bullshit, and not at all.
You see, exactly, Dr. Mark. You see, this isn't, that's why I call it painful excellence. All right, we strive for perfection. Nobody's perfect, but you strive towards it, and you take accountability. That's why when I first started the show, I started telling y'all stories of all kinds of fuck-ups that I did, to let you know I'm not perfect, but I can see shit now. You fail, but you fail forward. I tell y'all, I told y'all how I was walking in the rain with Shorty, and just when I thought I was gonna, crack that glass, and like I poured my heart out. Yeah, I like you. She patted me on my head and said, yeah, I like you like a brother. And as soon as she patted me on the head and walked off, it started raining. It was something out of a fucking sitcom. And I said, I'm standing in this fucking rain. I wanted to spear her. I was an outside linebacker at that time in my life. I could have tackled her on concrete. Let me play this clip for y'all, man. Listen to this.
Relationships, men or women?
Women.
If women are more easily bored, why are they more likely to want marriage and commitment?
Status.
If women are strong and independent and don't need no man, why does the pressure of marriage and commitment typically come from women?
They're liars.
Who is more...
Uh-oh. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? That's a black woman talking. Y'all gonna call her a liar? I'll play it again. I'm gonna mute my mic. I'm gonna play it from the top, y'all.
In relationships, men or women?
Women.
If women are more easily bored, why are they more likely to want marriage and commitment?
Status.
If women are strong and independent and don't need no man, why does the pressure of marriage and commitment typically come from women?
They're liars.
Who is more...
Well, amen. Now I know that's just one black woman, but she answered those questions so fast and so honest. Now, if that was a man saying that, y'all know what the women will say. But I detected no lies there. If y'all don't need no man, why does pressure from marriage, about marriage, come from y'all? And her response was, y'all are liars. I didn't say it. I'm just looking at the landscape. If you're gonna debate me or come in my chat, because I've been getting a lot of, which is cool, I've been getting a lot of people coming in, it's usually women, coming in here talking about, just trying to debate me or some shit. My thing is, look, I go live every other day. Come through and I'll put a link in the chat and we can have a conversation. But when you have this conversation with me, please bring statistics. The homework's it's already been done. I have another thing up here about false paternity tests on the rise. All right. I'll do a whole other show on that. But this is real shit we're talking about here. This is real shit we're talking about. And There's no getting around it. So it's all relevant. Me mentioning these things is all relevant to what the title of the show is. Why is it that women are they are attracted to bad male behavior? Why is it? Once I decided, yo, look, I ain't gonna beat somebody else just to get with a chick. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what happens. You know what I'm saying? Joseph Townsend says, I'm still waiting on Lisa Ray to marry another prince. Listen, Vivica Fox, Lisa Ray, why can't Halle Berry keep a man? Jada Pinkhead, Gabrielle Union, all of these chicks, beautiful women, where their man at? Yo, listen, ask any woman right now. It doesn't get any more high value than Will fucking Smith. But what was his crime to his wife? He wasn't Tupac.
Yep.
That's kind of pretty before it gets started, ain't it?
What? That was his crime. Will, what did you do wrong to have your wife cheat on you? I wasn't Tupac. You think she'd have did that shit to Tupac? You know why? That'd have been out of fear. She'd have been like, if he don't punch my teeth out my mouth, he don't go shoot the nigga I slept with or beat him up. And I don't want that. Or maybe I do. Maybe I do. I want to know what Jada Pinkett's relationship was with her father. I want to know.
Well, if you notice, the only time you ever see her is with her mother. You don't never even hear about the father. So the same thing with Will. I mean, Will is a victim too, because and a lot of things happened to Will that made him the bitch nigga he is. Cause he's straight up bitch nigga.
Yep.
I mean, the fact that he allowed everything that he allowed Jada to do, I mean, she humiliated him. And he's still with her.
Dr. Mark, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Can the 16% of men that ain't shit, can they lead a household? Yes or no? The 16%. No. I want to play this clip. And remember when I said that there's been something in play to destroy the household from the inside out?
Right.
And these laws, and then these things with these communities, with that other community, LGBTQ community.
Right.
They're trying to instill these laws. They're trying to make way for these perpetrators. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
There's people part of that community that are saying, yo, we ain't with that shit. I mean, we're that way, but we're not that way with the P dudes. You know what I'm talking about? With the P.
Right.
I don't want to say, there are people in that community that are backing off of that, like, yo, we ain't for that shit. They're trying to add things into that, the LGBTQ plus. And we're like, what's the plus about? What the fuck is that? All right. So we know that the 16% is incapable. Right. And the women keep picking those guys. Right. But remember when I said that with these laws, this woman in Rhode Island, a black chick who's gay, twerking on her head at the beach, talking about go to the polls and vote. She wants to teach your first grader how to masturbate, by the way. That's what she wants to do. And you got that, and you got they're trying to push these, they're trying to give let's call them, we got to create a name for them. Let's call them ketos. Like ketos. Let's call them ketos. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Ketos and the X-Files, keto files. Let's call them keto files. All right, I just named them keto files. They're trying to give them a new fancy name, like adult attracted to minor people, the keto files. Okay, those people. We got that going on, and then we got Georgia trying to impose a law where a woman, all she has to do is say that this guy got me pregnant, and he could just say, yo, look, I just bought her a drink, I never slept with her. So what? So for 9 months during the pregnancy, you got to pay child support, and for 18 years, and a DNA test is at the discretion of the mother. Okay, they're saying that.
Yep.
All right, and then you got Roe versus Wade. And remember when I said, yeah, Nambler, Joseph, that's exactly what it is. Furthermore, Roe versus Wade is reversed. Remember when I said what they try to do to the black community always trickles down to their community. In order to get it back, they have to do something fast and effective.
Right.
And I said that this grand scheme is falling apart in their face because they lost control at the wheel. Just like when they put drugs in the black community, and it was lock up all the drug dealers and lock up all the crackheads, and then when the crackheads end up being your lawyer, or he was going to the hood and he stopped doing coke, he started smoking crack. He's fucked up now. Oh, now it's an epidemic and he needs help. He can't go to jail, but he needs help. Everything they do to us falls on them, so they have to go to extreme measures to get things back to normal. And what did they destroy in the black household? The black household. That's what they destroyed.
Yep.
The black family. Which is why, sisters, Paul, what up? Sisters, we don't want to fight with you. We want to get back to what we did best. Prior to the 1960s, black marriage was up, but y'all accepted public assistance. I want to play this clip, and I want you to listen.
To break up our family, because without family, you have nothing. Family is the basic unit of civilization. Strong family, strong community. Strong family, strong nation. Strong family, strong world. Break up the family. And when you break up the family, you have to take God out of the family in order to break up the family, but make them think God is there.
Dear Kennedy, salute. I hope that registered with y'all. I found that clip. Well, someone sent it to me, and I said, man, this is what I've been saying. I just said this. They fucked off our family, but all the tricks that they put inside the black family, it trickled down to them. Because we got wealthy black people, just like we got poor black people. They got wealthy white people, just as they got trailer park trash people. And whatever they put in our neighborhoods, it found its way into their neighborhoods. And now we're like, oh shit, we got to reset the whole thing. How do we do it? We got to stiffen the laws. Let's reverse Roe versus Wade. Let's tell these people in Georgia that all the woman has to do is say she's pregnant by you. Now it's not only shots at the black community. They want to get, because how do you destroy the nation? According to the minister, you fuck off the family.
That's it.
Black women, this is not about going back and forth with you. That airhead that tried to bogart my goddamn chat, doing drive-bys, she's saying this, it's getting old and it's repetitive and whatever words she used. Listen, bitch. I'm talking to you, whatever. I done forgot your fucking name because you came back here with 2 accounts. Listen, bitch. She asked me what's the solution. I already asked what the fuck the solution is. And if you came in here and said, yo, let's discuss solutions, I'm all ears. Because what frightened me and what made me annoyed was when I was on Dennis Sperlin's panel, and I asked those young brothers, I said, look, man, what's normalized to me, I could look in this era and say, well, shit, I'm lucky because I'm married. But what about y'all? I don't say fuck the unborn. I'm worried about the rest of my community. Although I'm living swell in my marriage, I want all of you guys to be okay. So I asked those young brothers, I said, okay, we know what the problem is, brothers. How do we fix it? And they just shrugged their shoulders like, yo, look, I'm not even interested in fixing it. You have no idea what I've been through. I try to go out on dates and these chicks are trying to dig in my pocket. They're profane. I even say, yo, look, maybe you're looking for love in all the wrong places. And they've met articulate idiots. They can speak a sentence without a curse, but at the end of the day, it's hard finding a woman that's childless. And even though they've come across women that are not ignorant, but now they got kids, and it's like, yo, I don't even want to go into that situation. Why can I not meet a woman with no fucking kids? And it's their right. What's the problem with saying I want a woman with no kids? I want my own legacy. I keep telling y'all what happens in the animal kingdom.
Yep.
If the alpha lion, that's it. All those lionesses around him, those are his. He skeets in all of them, and they spit out baby, and they spit out babies from one guy, and they make the pride. Okay, in the event, a lioness, when that young buck, whatever you call a young lion, when he grows up and he gets a little horny and he skeets in a lioness, and she has that baby, the alpha male kills that baby. Did y'all know that? Because that's not, he said, I didn't do that. Ah! Kills it.
Yep.
Kills it. That's how it is.
That's how it is.
You understand? But we're not animals. But we'd rather say, you know what? Hey, man, I want a fresh pair of ovaries, and that's their right. What y'all have done, because y'all are so irresponsible, y'all would rather attack the man for saying, yo, I'm standing on my principles. I've seen y'all women shame dudes for not having kids in their 30s. You ain't got no kids, there's something wrong with you. What? Wait a minute, let me get this straight. You have a kid out of wedlock from a dude that wants nothing to do with you or be a child. When I did have sex, wore a condom. Or it could be a man that's an absolute virgin saying, yo, look, I know what's out here. I'm saving myself. I got my career and I ain't dying for no pussy. I've seen women say that there's something wrong with men that think like that.
Yep.
And that's the responsible man.
Yep. They say he must be gay.
He must be gay, but he don't look like Prison Bay. Because Prison Bay and Prison Bay 2.0, those guys get all the pussy. So to bring my conversation full circle, why are some of you women attracted to bad male behavior? Because that type of attraction to that 16%, and 16% could be this guy Meek, who could be worth $5 million, or this guy Prison Bay, who's guilty of kidnapping and has no net worth. 16% is 16%. My question to you is, why do you gravitate towards those guys? Why? Because y'all done fucked off the family. You see why I say that the family structure falls on the women? It falls on y'all. Now y'all could just say, oh man, y'all blaming the women, it's always the woman's fault. No, well look, outside of grape, y'all do what y'all want with y'all bodies. And y'all are choosing that. What I want is the black household back.
Yes.
That's the Minister Farrakhan said. He wants it back. You break up the household, you fuck up the family. That's it. And what's been happening to us? We've been at war for the last 2 decades. That term baby daddy is so sickening. And
you take God out. You take God out of the family, but make them think that God is there. That's the real important piece there. In the black community, we've got a black church on every corner. We have more churches, more buildings that they call a church in the black community than any other community in the world. Now, and we also have more liquor stores and we have more gun shops. Now, what do those three have in common? A gun shop, a liquor store, and a church. Now, people say, well, no, the church doesn't have it in. Yes, it does. Because you are the church, not the damn building. What did Jesus do when they were doing commerce? The same shit they do right now in the temple. He flipped everything over. You would have thought he was a thug, the way he was flipping over tables and kicking over stuff. Mm-hmm. So you're the church. The building is not the church. The reason why it's all over our community is because it's a freaking lie.
Damn right.
It's the deception. That's how they took it. If this messaging with all the black churches in our community, if that was really real, we would be the most elevated, the most prosperous people on the planet. That's right. But we're not. You know why? Because the messaging is a lie. These pastors, these pimps in the pulpit are selling nothing but fear. And fear and faith can't occupy the same space. And fear does not come from God. So what's all this fire and brimstone talk? You're being lied to. You're being hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray.
Jason said, my nephew in the Air Force, and he had a black girl tell him he gay because he have kids. He showed me the text because he didn't have kids. Let me ask you a question, Jason. The girl that said that to your nephew, how many kids she got? My brother Ricky Williams in the building. He said there's no gender war. A war has a victim. No one is winning this thing. There you go. It can go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Yeah, Queen, you're gonna have to your love is a word. You're gonna have to bring it back a little bit because we was in here cooking, man. You know, yeah, it's deep. It's real deep. Yeah, Ricky, I agree with you totally. Man. And you know, to that idiot that tried to invade my chat but was too cowardly to have a discussion. I told her that my work here is not done until the problem is solved.
That's right.
So if it's getting repetitive to you, we are creatures of habit. So you know what not to do when you come in the strong house. You know what not to do. I don't play that shit. Don't get mad at me for talking about a problem that isn't fixed.
Right.
Now, the brother Ricky Williams says there's no gender war because no one's winning this thing. And I agree. But we have to come to an understanding. And that's what I was telling that fool-ass chick the other week. And I said, you know, I'm being very honest. If you got any kind of solutions, you are more than welcome to click the goddamn link and come in here and share them. Because I'm looking for solutions. Because right now, I don't know. I was on Dennis Sperling's panel, and those brothers were tired. And no, this wasn't just them jumping on the bandwagon and hate. I saw it in their face. I saw it in their posture. They're like, yo, I'm tired, man. There's nothing out here for me. And it's fucked up. So they got their passports and they're leaving. And all I'm seeing are these women. And I know another thing I noticed.
Nah, sure don't.
These women all over TikTok talking bad about these passport brothers. And they're looking like hell. And it's like a dude is supposed to want to stay here to deal with that. With your fucking nappy box braids and your triple neck. You know what I'm saying? Looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? What's this other old light-skinned chick? Always talking about the negative. Oh, you know, you're gonna have to bring the Filipino woman here and all of her family. You're talking about one bad situation. Whereas there's this passport brothers, I couldn't believe it. This thing is a movement. And there's a lot of brothers that are happy. Some of the brothers went down there and I don't know what they did for a living, but they said, you know what? I could stay. I ain't got to come back here. Let's see what's going on in America. I get profiled every day. I get shot at by the police and some of my own brothers.
Yep.
Salute the Nipsey. Down here in the Philippines, they're showing me love. And my dollar goes a little further down here. Yeah, you know what? Let me go build something over here and stay out here. Because I'm not getting no love from my own people. I'm not getting no love from my sisters. I'm going to stay here. And they've done it. And they're meeting men of like mind that are just tired. And y'all sisters are mad, but I'm telling y'all the math is not working in y'all favor. That's all I've been saying. The 16%, these two motherfuckers on here, Prison Bay 1 and Prison Bay 2. It's dudes like this that get all the pussy. One dude is a millionaire. The other dude has been kidnapping. The dude on the right, the white guy, kidnapping, alleged grape charges. The other motherfucker, his mugshot led him to runway deals. His net worth is $5 million now. Both of them are the 16%. Those aren't family men. But they'll be standing in the bar and walk right past several average looking dudes and go straight to those motherfuckers without a care in the world, and then get mad when you don't get the outcome and you ignore. He didn't fool you. You ignored the signs. Again, I've said this a million times, but it bears repeating. I showed y'all the story of that girl Kerry that lived right near me. I grew up with her. Short story if you missed it. Kerry was a cute girl, a little on the heavy side, but she was cute. Dated this dude named Derek. I knew a girl in between that I was cool with that told her, yo, look, this nigga crazy. I have a restraining order, swole up my eye. He gets physical. She told her, you just mad because you ain't got him. Fine. 2 years later, she got the restraining order, but not before she spit out his baby. Had a restraining order, let him in the house. He throws the baby out the window. It was a sad thing. Check my shows. Because someone actually did the story on YouTube. I couldn't believe it. I said, oh shit. That's it right there. I played it for y'all. It was sad and it was fucked up, but you know what? She don't want to hear it because no one would say it to her, but out of her earshot, when we all got together and said, man, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. And we all looked at each other and said, yo, everybody knew Derek was crazy, but Kerry, everyone knew he was crazy but her, especially the girls. Everybody knew he was crazy but her. Of course she knew he was crazy. She didn't care because he was a street nigga. I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact. You understand? He was the king of the 16%. I'm not saying anything that didn't happen. This happened, y'all. She chose wrong and it cost her her baby's life. Okay? Come to find out, decades later, her thought process is consistent with a lot of you black women. 84% of us, above average, rich, childless, or at least in the middle class. 30% within that 84 are virgins. The 16% ain't shit, but that 16% are responsible for 90% of the childbirths out of wedlock. And that's in our community. Explain how the fuck that works, man. So if the math ain't working out in your favor, what is the problem? Stop telling us that these men are fooling you. And that's why I said earlier in the show, y'all don't know how to choose men. One of the things I started doing as I got older, when I met women, I started asking, I wanted to know what their relationship was with their father. I swear to God, I was out on a date one time and everything was fine. All smiles. And I said, yeah, man, so tell me about your family. Oh, you know, my mom, my aunt, you know, my brother with her. I said, yeah, what's the relationship like with your dad? And her smile went from this to, yeah, triggered. Triggered. Bottom line, she ain't had no relationship with the guy. She hates him. And if she hates him, I have a feeling she may hate me. Because you know why? If you couldn't operate under the leadership of your father, even if he wasn't a leader, that's one thing. But for whatever reason, if you're not under the leadership of your father, who should be the head of your household, how can I take you serious and you fall under my leadership? It's not going to work. And I can't be maintaining the household, the finances and everything else, while fighting with fucking you all that time. Just being disagreeable for no fucking reason. That's why when you go on these dates, you conduct the interview. I'm talking to the men now. Ridiculous, man. You know what I'm saying? The brother Ricky says they know exactly how to choose. They know what a good man is, but they want them after they've had their fun and they find themselves. Yeah, 18 to like 28 is hot girl summer. 18 to 28 is hot girl summer. And now they done got ran through. They may have spit out a kid in the process. And it's like, oh man, okay, now I'm ready to be a wife. And now you're out on a date with a dude you find attractive, but he's like, what's your body count like? What you gonna do? You gonna lie to him? Or are you gonna say, it's about 50, but I mean, you do it too. Now, what if you're talking to one of those virgins? No, I didn't. I grew up strong in the church, and I believe in marrying before you carry. And at first, I wanted to do everything, but I was loyal to my parents and the church. And as I got older, you know, I see what AIDS can do and goddamn STDs all over the place. And now I understand why I'm a virgin. Now I masturbate like a motherfucker, but you know, I haven't penetrated anything because I have to be selective out here. I have to protect my health and I gotta protect my wealth. Because I'm a Henry. Y'all know what a Henry is? I'm sure a lot of y'all watch Kevin Samuels. High earning, not rich yet. Not quite six figures, but maybe he's scratching the surface at 39 years old. Maybe he's making about 80,000 easy on his way. High earning, not rich yet. And you just fucking told him men do it too. And I got 20 bodies and men do it too. And y'all do it too. And he's like, no, I ain't do that. Yeah, check please. You just fucked it up. Stop breaking the men do it too glass. Stop doing that, ladies. Stop. These are gems. I'm not doing this because I hate you. We're doing it because we love you.
Learn how to say less. Learn how to shut the fuck up sometimes. Damn. It is just ridiculous sometimes. I said, I have never in my life seen so many women just ruin it because they won't shut up. I'm like, damn, I love to have a good conversation, but you guys are data collectors. Everything is about you. I'm gonna collect all the information that I need to see whether or not you qualify to be with me. Yep, I'm 39. I'm 100 pounds overweight. I got 4 kids by 4 different dudes, but you need to qualify to be with me. Bitch, please.
Yo, I want to show y'all something, man. I guess how it works is you got to call fair use on these things. But I watched this. I didn't laugh. This shit is not funny, y'all. Y'all are all familiar with Sister Kendra G. Everyone has different opinions about her. I ain't got no beef with her.
I do.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
Right.
I get it. And I know I wouldn't know exactly why. I'm just saying that time revealed the truth, and I'm just laughing at the outcome because she sounds just like the way she conducts her show now is just like you know who.
Right.
Who she had a problem with, but now she sees what we see.
Right.
So I'm gonna play this, and I actually watched this live, and I said, I don't believe this shit. Is this person trolling? Listen, watch this, y'all. Watch this. Look at this shit.
For a living, you said you at work?
Fair use.
I'm an entertainer.
Fair use.
What do you do as an entertainer? I work in strip clubs. I work the streets. You work the streets too? What do you do in the streets? Yes. I'm the escort, you can say. You're an escort. I'm just doing it now, so I'm almost finished stacking what I need to stack so I can start building my house. You said you're working, so are you doing escort services at the moment? Yes. How does that work? Are you waiting for someone to drive by, or do you have a set appointment? Right now I'm working the streets, but I have regulars. I have sugar daddies, as they call it. I travel a lot. I travel the whole United States. So are you waiting for somebody to just stop by and pull over to you? Yes. That sounds like prostitution, not escort.
It's both. Whatever you want to call it, whatever they want to call it.
Okay, what do you do for a living? You said
Wow.
Really? She's on Kendra G's show looking for a date, looking for a real man.
Delusional.
Listen, man, why aren't women speaking up against women like that? Because listen, y'all. Just like I say, the 16% isn't all of us. Yo, listen, black women, please, man, could y'all speak up against this dumb shit instead of fighting with us for calling out the dumb shit? Stop fighting with us and call them out on that dumb shit. That's stupid. Yeah, that was real.
That was
Are you
real.
kidding me? I just watched Kendra G's other shit. This chick, 26 years old, looking for a man, 7 kids, and pregnant with number 8. Pregnant on the show. Yeah. 7 kids and pregnant. Looking for a sugar daddy. This is what it's come down to, and we're not allowed to speak up like, nah, what the fuck? What the fuck is this?
And Kendra G should throw her off her show. I can't help you. You need something that we don't have on this show. Bye.
Yo, she hung up on her because she thought she was trolling. But then the girl did a video and called back, and Kendra G let her back on the show and said, okay, I thought you was trolling. But look, Kendra G was nice to her, but you see, you understand, y'all. And see, here's why I never had a problem with Kevin Samuels' approach. Everybody's problem with Kevin Samuel is, oh, well, you know, his approach, and he was this, and he was mean. And no, fuck that.
He told the truth.
He told the truth. And that was dumb. You're 7 kids up and you're pregnant. And then you're calling the show looking for a sugar daddy? How are you supposed to take that? You're supposed to say, oh, no, it's okay, baby. It's okay, but it's going to be all right because you're a strong black woman. Fuck that. Where's that girl's male role model? Where's her father? And she's looking for a sugar daddy or a husband.
The fact that she even has the audacity to call the show lets you know that women out here in the community are gaslighting her instead of telling her the truth. Bitch, you have ruined any possibility of getting a man. Just get you an electric dude. Get a dildo.
Man,
because it's over.
It's over. It's over.
Don't nobody want you, and if somebody does something wrong with him too, he need to go into some insane asylum or somewhere. I mean, there's at some point in time, it's over. And if somebody doesn't tell you the truth, so that because if the truth was being told, then there wouldn't be so many other women trying to emulate and imitate that type of behavior. They would say, oh no, shoot, ain't nobody gonna want me. But no, you guys give permission to women to do fucked up shit and then hate on the men for trying to love you in spite of you.
You want to know something happened on Twitter, and I get the funniest tweets. Now watch this, y'all, because men get attacked, but the women they're never ready for the responses. Now I want you to peep this, y'all. Some lady that calls herself bitch says, you're allowed to spray a man with Raid if he's under 5'11". The average male height in America is 5'8". So if he's under 5'11", this chick in this picture says you're allowed to spray a man with Raid if he's under 5'11". So this dude down here says, does this mean we could use elephant rifles on girls who weigh more than 200 pounds?
Oh. I almost fell out the chair, man.
What gives this bitch a reason that she thinks she could roast
Man,
Man, come on, man. The double standards is ridiculous.
it's
And you see-
ridiculous.
and you see men. I say it like this. Ricky Williams is right. There is no war. Because you know what? These passport brothers have literally let y'all have it. They're not fighting with y'all no more. They've upped and left. Why are y'all complaining? Y'all want them to stick around and fall in line with y'all bullshit? No, they're leaving.
They
I
don't
was
want the
trying to-
men that'll fall in line no way. As soon
They
as you
don't.
fall in line, you don't want them.
That's right. Yeah. No man's supposed to get on, man, bro. Listen, man. And that's what I want to know. I want to know from the women, you know, do y'all even know how to pick a man?
Nope.
I could really strike a nerve. Any chick that wants to come in here barking and beefing, I really wanted that chick Rose to get on here. Because I was going to just
Kebab her.
y'all know how I do. I was just going to calmly ask questions.
Mhm.
And she'd have probably burst into tears and then burst into flames. 'Cause that's how bad truth hurts.
Yep.
That's how bad truth hurts. What I want to know is what. Yeah, I ain't even gonna drop those gems. Anytime a shorty want to come on here for smoke, I'm gonna let her on. I'll let her on because I got questions. Because the numbers are out. The facts are on our sides, man. The facts is on the male sides. What can you do? The 16%, y'all are choosing that. What's up? What's up? And any chick that get on here and wants to smoke, please, man, please. I hope you're married. But if you're married and you're winning in life, you shouldn't have no problem with anything we're saying because you're winning. All right? If you're divorced because the man ain't shit, please don't tell me that you're the one that went in for the divorce. And if you did go in for the divorce, it better be a damn good reason.
I would love to have a debate with Cynthia G. Man, I would roast her ass. She would run off the screen so quick because she's not ready. She's not ready. She does not have any knowledge. She's just a bitter, lonely, ain't got no man, ain't got no husband, bitch.
Man, you
That's
know what? And again, y'all, for those of you that don't know, yeah, you're right, lovers of the word. Men pick wrong. That's a 16%. The 84% got their heart broke because they're picking the women that are chasing after dudes like this. Lovers of the word like that. The women chase after dudes like this. All right, so that 84% who chose wrong. My boy, right now, one day I'm gonna get him on the show. He's gonna tell his whole story. Y'all jaw's gonna drop. And I gave no advice. When that was his girlfriend, we talked, but once he put a ring on it, leave me out of it. He only came to me when shit started going downhill, and I still didn't give no advice. I was just word, damn. What? I never said leave her. I never said none of that. I let him figure all of that shit out. That man did nothing wrong. And let me tell you something. Even in marriage, he was still responsible. He don't have no kids. He's not tied to that woman. No kids, not tied to that woman. All right? When shit started getting strange, he backed all the way off. And it was a good thing he did. Because what he uncovered was amazing. You understand? So yeah, men do choose wrong. Love of the word says, I never had to chase a man ever. That's great.
I never had to chase a woman ever.
That's great. The times that I chose to chase a woman, I was chasing the wrong woman 100% of the time. When I found my wife, I didn't have to chase her. It was, hey, how you doing? How are you? Take you out. We went out. Second date was great. Third date was great. Now I'm happily married. See how easy that was? You know what I'm saying? But man, and listen, this isn't a gender war thing. Because as I said, men are not perfect. I'm just trying to figure out why 16% of the bad motherfuckers are getting all the pussy. And it's not all these bad women. I'm wondering, do women know how to pick men? That's all I'm saying. Because when y'all settle down, a bulk of y'all, according to the math, y'all are settling down with the Pookies. And it's like, what the fuck? I know the guy's handsome, but you didn't know that this guy has a criminal record? Especially now when you got Google. I've known women to Google a dude and find out he's legally married and still date him. Still date him. And I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Mike Biggs is in the chat. Mike, you remember Jamila? And I'm not shitting on her, and you know, and she's passed since then. She's passed. Mike, you remember Jamila? Yes or no? Jamila, light skin. Yep. Yeah, Queen. Those dudes, those men that chase Instagram chicks. No. Hold on. Yeah, Jamila has 3 kids. Had 3 kids because she's passed, and I'm not talking bad about her, but in the 90s, we were on a point where we were hanging with each other real tight. All right. When I ran back into her, she had 1 kid and was complaining about the baby daddy, getting into fist fights with the chick at Gun Hill Projects. Along that time, she had another baby, getting into fist fights while pregnant with the other baby daddy, with the other baby mama. 3 kids up. Her 3 kids, who should be grown by now, had got half brothers and sisters in a 1-mile radius from 4 different people, 4 different women. This dude never had a job. Jamila told me that he had smoked crack at one point, and she was still dealing with him. Now, Jamila wasn't stupid, but why was she dealing with this guy? Huh? I don't get it. Our sister, the Queen, says, you know how many men chase these Instagram chicks? A lot. Why do you think they all trying to look alike? Yeah, they're looking for gratification through Instagram because that attention makes them feel good. And again, these men chasing Instagram chicks, that's not the 84%. That's still the 16%. They could be a 16%. They could be a 16% man that could be a millionaire. Like the Future. Is it true that Future got an Obama pregnant? That's not true?
I'm sorry, I was talking to somebody.
Okay. I heard Obama's daughter, one of his daughters, is pregnant by Future. Is that true? I don't even know if that's true.
I believe so.
Now, with all of that going in her favor, her father was the fucking president for 2 terms. Her mother's a fucking lawyer by trade. All of that. This is a perfect example. All of that. All of that good stock that she comes from. All of that. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. Michelle Obama and Barack Obama. Your father was the president. Your mother was the first lady. And you are pregnant by a guy that you know has multiple children from multiple fucking women. Now, if this is true, this also proves a point that at the end of the day, when some of these people get a certain age, they just do whatever the fuck they want to do. There's no reason why she should, and I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what I heard. There's no fucking reason why she should be knocked up by Future. No reason.
Right?
No reason. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Queen says you have happily married women out here trying to get BBLs. Well, my wife wouldn't need that. She's curvy as it is. All right. But fellas, if you're married to a woman or have a long-term girlfriend and she's trying to get a BBL, what the fuck is she getting that for when she's had you the whole time? Why is she seeking attention? Like Steph Curry's wife, seeking attention from complete strangers. For what? What the fuck does she need that for?
Right.
You understand? That's a character flaw right there. That's a character flaw. You understand?
As living in your head.
That's right. That's right. And that's sad. I understand, you know, all right, look. Little plastic surgery. If a woman looks in the mirror after spitting out some kids and no matter how much weight she loses, she still got a prune stomach and she wants to get it tucked. Cool. I'm not mad at my boy that lives in Jersey. He paid for his wife's tummy tuck. He paid for it. He said, yo, she don't like it. It bothers her. Yup. He went and paid for it. And she looks fine now. But it was bothering her. That's different. But a whole BBL?
Yep.
What is she doing that for? You married with kids, and what do you want to look for? What? For what? Your husband's here. He's jumping on you. What's the problem? Come on, man. Come on, man. I ain't got a problem with someone looking in the mirror and saying, look, I don't like this about myself. All right, I understand. And look, I give women a lot of leeway on that. You know, sometimes you spit out a few kids and you could be in shape and your stomach just never snap back to where it's supposed to be. I get it.
Right.
I get it. So you want to get a 360 body lift or you want to get a tummy tuck, fine. But some of these chicks, they just flat out want to do this weird shit. And then next thing you know, they sticking their ass out on Instagram. What you need to do that for? What does Steph Curry's wife need to do all of that shit? Why does she need attention from strangers online when she's married to king of all the light-skinned niggas? Steph Curry is king of the light-skinned. He's the final boss of light-skinned niggas right now. He's the final boss. It's like a video game. At the end, you fight Steph Curry. He's the king of the light-skinned niggas. In the 80s, it was Al B. Shaw. He was the old boss of light-skinned niggas. Then it was Christopher Williams. Now it's Steph Curry. You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
Queen says, I find it interesting that all these men in here trying to tell a female what females want in a man. Well, you know what? That's what I'm talking. That's my next topic. I want to know what the women, what do they want in a man? That's gonna be. I'm not gonna address that now because I'm about to close this off. But I want to know what the women want in a man, and I want to know from the men what they offer. I want to know what they offer. What can they? Because the other problem is that 16%. A lot of those motherfuckers don't qualify. They don't qualify to court a woman. Let me remind y'all something. Listen carefully. Where the fuck is it?
It's quite obvious what women want from a man because they always talking about it. They always begging for it. They always saying what a man's not. That gives me a real good indication of what a woman wants from a man based on everything that she says.
Let me play this. Let me play this.
Yourself on a scale from 1 to 10. How tall are you?
5'10".
5'10". How much do you weigh? Uh-oh.
I weigh about
two what?
Depending on the day, between 280 and 285.
So you're a fat fucker.
Yeah.
So you think a 5'10", almost 300-pound dude, how much money you make?
Like 482 weeks.
So you make 482 weeks. So you make 800 a month. You make less than $10,000 a year. Okay.
But how many 20-year-olds was him?
Hold on. Dude, I was a 20-year-old and I was making far more money than that. In the 80s, the minimum wage was $3.35 an hour. So I need to hear it. How long? You got a big dick?
I mean, it's above average. I ain't no Ron Jeremy.
No. I asked you if you had a big dick. I just said it was above average.
I don't know what that is, really.
You know if you got a big dick or not. Stop the bullshit. Every dude know whether or not he got a big dick. I know I got a big dick. You don't know?
I mean,
you don't have a big dick. That's the point. You don't have a big dick. You don't have a big wallet. You're a fat dude. And you got a lot of nerve thinking you should get choosing single with 5'10" and 300 pounds, making less than $1,000 a month at 20 years old. And women should approach you. What they get, they don't even get a big dick.
Rest in power to the Godfather Kevin Samuels, and he was doing that for 3 years to men before he came to that infamous bitch who interrupted his show and that went viral, and that's when he took off. It took him telling a woman that she was average at best, and then the shit started. That's when the shit started. But for 3 years he was telling men, get your shit in order before you even look at a woman. Because the women aren't the problem when it's you. So this is a shared responsibility. And I'm not a fan of dudes sliding chicks DMs. I've never been a fan of that. That's some creep show shit to me. Now maybe that's how the young people do it, but that's creep show.
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying? I don't dig with that. Our sister, the Queen, says women do not pick men based on looks alone. Men
Who said
visual.
that?
Queen. She said looks alone. She said men are visual, women are not. Guarantee you that Prison Bay has swagger. Now, glad you said that, Queen, because you say that, but this picture right here, go look up Prison Bay and Prison Bay 2.0. Just look it up. And I don't get it. I'm in New York. There's a bunch of men walking around the street looking just like this. I don't get it. This man on the right has a serious criminal record, and women are offered to pay his bail and shack up with him. I don't know if that's a fucking mental disease. I don't know what's going on, but I do know this. Like I said, the choice be y'all. It'd be up to y'all. Y'all, y'all choose this, and that the fact that you said that proves my point.
Drew, let me just say one quick thing to that. What you should be saying is that you don't choose a man by looks alone, because you cannot speak. You don't speak for all women, and unfortunately, so many times women, you talk as though you're talking for all women. You might be a good woman. You might look at things completely different, but the majority of you do not. So stop speaking as though you are woman hear me roar. No, you're not. You are individual, and you're speaking on what you don't look for. You're not speaking for all women, because I can tell you that what you're saying is not true. I'm a good looking man, and I know what women say to me all the time, and they don't even know me. They don't know anything about me, but they've made decisions based on that. And I've always told them that's a bad way to go after a man. I might be a piece of shit, and if I am, you're just looking at what I look like, and that's it. That's not enough, because I'm not going to look at what you look like. You could be fine as cat hair, but if I don't like who you are, it's next.
Hold on. She said it is different with every woman and absolutely nothing to do with looks. Most women pick men based off of what a man has to offer.
You're not most women. That's bullshit.
Queen. Those were two felons on there. Those were mug shots. That's what they had to offer. And what did the women offer? Themselves. Bail money for dudes with violent crime. Well, one of them had violent crimes. And they never spoke to them. They didn't even know how their voice sounds. They just saw a mugshot and the world went crazy. I can't believe this. This is crazy.
What qualifies you to talk for most women? I want to know. I can tell you what qualifies me, because I've been doing training for over 40 years. And I've been training men, women, children, the whole nine. So I can tell you what qualifies me. But what qualifies you to talk about what most women do? Nothing. Zero.
Well, this is an interesting topic. I want to pick this up next show. I want to know. Oh, well, all right, Queen. Yeah, it's imperative. We definitely have to pick this up. I can't tell if a woman has swagger by looking at her mugshot. I know if I look at a chick and I say, man, she look pretty in the face, and then someone says, oh, nah, that's her mugshot. Mugshot? There goes that. That's the end of discussion. I don't want to talk. I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't care if she's innocent. Let her lawyer work that out. I can say, okay, she's pretty, but that's a mugshot. That's not a picture. That's a mugshot. You understand what I'm saying? But that's an interesting topic. That's what I want to talk about next topic, man. Next show, I want to talk about what are the expectations. Are the expectations different from men and women? I don't know what I'm gonna title it, but I'm giving y'all the premise of the show. Are the expectations for men and women different in a relationship?
Is that Wednesday?
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 Yeah, Wednesday.
Okay.
And I know it's gonna be different. I know the answer is going to be is different, but I want to hear from the audience. I want to know, what are y'all expectations, from a relationship? What do you require from a woman? Women, what do you require from a man? And that should be interesting. I mean, look, and I think that'll be an interesting topic. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I need more people to hear the conversation, because nobody in the chat is a spring chicken. I know Queen is a woman of a certain age, military, retired. She says she got 50 years of experience, sir. I don't care how many women you talk to. Hey, it's all good. It's all good.
Listen, I understand what you're saying, but I tell you what, 50 years of experience does not qualify you to speak for all women. Now, I don't care what you, and that's my take. I stand on that shit.
I mean, look, I need a panel, man. I need a panel, because we gotta come to an understanding. We gotta come to an understanding. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it respectful, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep it respectful. What did Omega Red say? He said, I'm 85 years old. I got good genes. He said he's 85 years old. You know what I'm saying? So I would like a panel if it's possible. I know Queen be at work. I know Love is a Word. I don't, if y'all could join the panel, that'd be greatly appreciated. Shower. And I know she joined the panel before, and it's a conversation, man. I just want to know, I want to know because it doesn't seem that it's anybody directly in the chat. But there's a disconnect in the generation right behind us. You know what I'm saying? There's a serious disconnect with the social media and everything else. There's a lot of shit that I see and I understand it, and I just don't agree with it. And the result is our households is completely fucked up. And I'm not going to look at my household and say, my household's together, fuck everybody else. No, I'm concerned. I got, younger cousins, and I got a nephew and all this other shit, raising kids. And I'm like, they can't fall into this rut, man. They can't fall into the rut, man, and I need, if there's a solution, I would like for us to come up with one and agree with one and spread it. You know what I mean? We got to come up with one, agree on it, and spread it. We got to come up with a solution, if any, agree on it, and spread it. Because this shit, I don't know what these kids are in their 20s and shit. I've never seen anything like this. And I didn't think that this was I don't feel safe in this world, man. I don't feel safe. This shit is ridiculous.
It's very ridiculous.
And I believe I don't know what the solution is, other than having a conversation and acknowledging that there's a problem. They've destroyed our family, y'all. And I don't want to. All right, Queen, I'd appreciate it. I don't want to put out like I'm bullying or pissed off at women and saying fuck these bitches. That'd be a contradiction. I got women all over my family, but I get pissed off when I hear these other chicks on TikTok and everything, and I see the videos talking about men this and men that. I'm like, yo, I get offended because they don't know me. They don't know my father, my grandfathers. These were great black men. Great black men. great black men. And I'm like, for these women. And then I say to myself, wait a minute. What great black men have they seen? Not on TV. I'm talking about the family, the people in their circle. What's the relationship with their fathers, their uncles, their brothers, if any? Were they raised by single, angry women? These are all possibilities. The black men that they had in their family, were they fucked up? Because that's also a possibility. And if they're fucked up, who picked them? And are you capable of just shutting that out and saying, yo, look, this dude is not every black man. So, I'm gonna get counseling or whatever. And to the 16% of men that ain't shit, man, fuck y'all, man. Because y'all assholes have done a number. Y'all have done a number on these sisters out here. Y'all really, really have done a number. Y'all really done a number. All right. And, y'all are immature. A lot of y'all all of you need therapy. 30 years old, living in your mama crib, putting your name on a fucking orange juice. That ain't fucking cutting it. You had the same opportunities that everybody else had. You're just a lazy piece of shit. And you think running around skeeting up in these women makes you a fucking man. And you're not. You're a piece of shit. And thanks to you, the spotlight's on you. And who gets the limelight? The good cop or the bad cop? The bad cop always makes the front page. The good cop be in the middle of the paper somewhere. We getting bad raps because of the 16%. I stand against those motherfuckers. You Negroes make me sick, man. You really do. I stand firm on the 84%. We need to speak up on that. Need to be, stop doing that to these sisters because y'all fucking them up. And I know that they have a problem choosing, but if we know that, why are you taking advantage of that? Because that's also happening. These 16% of dudes are taking, they play mind games on these sisters now. So a lot of it it's a combination of two things. A lot of these women, they're irresponsible in their choices, but a lot of these motherfuckers, these 16%ers, a lot of them are master at mind games. And they could be great at anything else, but they choose to be assholes. And it's ridiculous. So there is accountability on both ends, man. So we got a lot of work to do. And we know the problems. And I don't know any concrete solutions, but it's going to take work. And the first part of the work is recognizing the problem. I am finger pointing, but I'm finger pointing with a purpose. Am I woman bashing? Am I man bashing? Yeah, I'm bashing the people that are fucking up. Stop fucking up. All right, let me address the chat. I know that sometimes things can be lost in translation. Sometimes people could type something and it could be taken the wrong way. All right. Everybody calm down. We all family. All right. Everybody be peaceful. Please. Dr. Mark, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. I think you was a little rough on Queen.
I told the truth though. I'll be honest. I'm not sorry. I meant what I said.
All right, I'm trying to, we gotta keep it respectful. I mean, she has her opinion, and I dig it.
Mine wasn't no stronger than hers. I mean, she said what she said. I said what I said. I meant what I said. I had no problem with her meaning what she said. But
okay. No, it's okay. All right. I'm just trying to keep it, I'm just trying to keep it smooth. You know what I mean? I don't want people fighting in the chat, fighting on the panel.
Right, I understand.
So I'm just trying to keep it respectful.
And listen, and I'm gonna follow. I'll follow your lead. This is your channel. I'm gonna do whatever you tell me to do.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I'm about to freak out. There's a fucking spider on my floor. Hold on. What the fuck, guy? Oh my god. What the hell? Oh hell nah. If I was sitting on my couch and this shit jumped on my neck, I'd have screamed like a fucking maniac. What the fuck? Oh my god, that shit egging my nerves. Hell nah. Ugh. Goodness. I think a panel addressing some of the things and trying to come up with a solution, I think that'll be very healthy for us. Because if we can come up with a panel, if we can come up with a healthy solution, that'd be great, man. Because this era scares me, and I'm scared for my I'm just scared for the generation behind us, and we need the black household back. We need it. We need the black household back, and that's my concern.
We absolutely do, but the one reality, and I've been doing training so long, I can say this for a fact. The problem is that we keep tippy-toeing around the truth, worrying about everybody's feelings and how they're gonna take it. And at the end of the day, there are some real truths about this. And if we don't start addressing it the way it is and accept it, and there's some people that just gonna flat out disagree, and that's okay. But but it's still not solving the problem. I'm not going to bend to something that I know doesn't work simply because somebody didn't like the way I said it. I don't care. And I mean that shit. I do not fucking care, because right now I care about bringing this village back. And there's only two choices. A person is either part of the problem or they're part of the solution. And anybody that's part of the problem can get the fuck out my way. I don't care. I mean, because I do this for real. See, I'm just not on a platform. I do this shit for real. So I care about this for real. And so I'm not getting ready to play patty cake about some shit that I know doesn't work and the furthest thing from the truth. If it's not true, then I'm not going to agree with it.
Well, I think everybody. Here's what I think. I think everyone wants to go in the same direction, and we have different means of achieving that goal.
Yeah, I agree.
But what I want to do is I want to get a healthy panel together, and I want to hear everyone's options. I know your option. I know and I understand your options. I've heard Love is a Word. Love is a Word does a brilliant job of sending me material daily on Instagram, and she sends, let me tell you, Love is a Word sends me so much stuff, and I'm like, what the hell? Where is this stuff coming from? She sends me a lot of material, man. I gotta pump out more material on this channel, because she sends me such good, like so many good things to discuss, and these are all problems in the community. And she's a married woman, and she contributes also. Love is a Word. Listen, there's a lot we can learn from her. First of all, I respect her because she was in the military. I didn't have the balls to go duck bullets. Fuck that. And yeah, so that's what's up. My brother Masa Musa sends me stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we are all trying to we all recognize a problem, and we're all going in the same direction. We're just trying to find a certain way to achieve it.
Right.
But we're trying to we have a common goal, is what I'm saying. We have a common goal, and We're just trying to find out how to achieve that goal. You know what I'm saying? Oh nah, Shauna ain't get ran off. Y'all know I know Shauna personally, right? Shauna ain't get ran off. She didn't. I know her personally. So, you know, it's because you haven't seen her, she ain't get ran off. You know what I mean? So she good. You know, so what I don't want, here's what I don't want in the chat. And I need y'all to listen to me very carefully. All right. I need all my family to be respectful to one another. I need y'all do understand sometimes when you're typing, things could get lost in translation. You can misinterpret things. But I need everyone to be respectful to one another, because what I don't want this to turn into is some sort of male versus female battle royal, and it's not that. It's definitely not that. You understand? It is a shared responsibility. The numbers are lopsided, but it's a shared responsibility. I cannot stand that 16%, because they're getting all the they're getting all the fucking shot. I'm laughing at Queen. She made me laugh. It's just the way of the world, man. The bad of people. It's like when white people look at black people. What do you think they see? They see the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst. They will see a thug before they think of Barack Obama. You understand? And that's just the way of the world. You know what I mean? It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Nah. It's all good. I know Omega Ray. Y'all, you and Mr. Shelton in there roasting and shit, man. Yeah, but next this coming Wednesday, I want to have a panel, and you know, I've been wanting with Dr. Margot. I've been wanting a female's perspective on I mean, you know, I know Shower was on the panel a while ago, but you know, I want to discuss solutions. I always want solutions. I'm open because I don't know what the fuck the solutions are, you know. But we all have a common goal, and I want to get there. I definitely want to get there, man, because this shit is imperative, man. This shit is imperative, man. And this is a sad state of Xavier. What up? This is a sad state of affairs that we in, and we got to do something, baby. We got to do something. We definitely got to do something, man. So, you know, I mean, look, you know what I mean? Wednesday's going to be dope. I want to hear from the ladies. I want to hear, you know, what the issues are as you see it, and possible solutions, man. Because I'm all ears. Because this shit is fucking frightening, man. What'd she say? Because you accused me of being for black men fighting. Not true or cool. What just happened? Who? What? Oh, God. Okay. I don't know what's going on in the chat, y'all. All right. All right, look, if y'all could just jump on the panel and you could just air it out. I mean, there's no beef. You know what I'm saying? But, oh, that was for me? What are you talking about? Because you accused me of being for black men fighting. Not true or cool. What are you talking about? I ain't fucking with y'all. It's late, man. I gotta get up in the morning and talk this faggot ass boxing. The sport that hates us. Much love to all of y'all, man. You know, we all family. You know what I mean? How my phone just died. Oh, that shit wasn't plugged in. This nigga said I'm all right, y'all lost, stay lost, man. Fuck y'all. I'll see y'all Wednesday. Oh, man, salute to all y'all. Venmo, Zelle, Cash App, man. I'll be back in the morning. Yeah, I know, Shawa, you a married woman. That's all good, man. That's all good, man. all love, man. I'll be back tomorrow morning, and then Wednesday we'll be back here. Looking forward to speaking to Queen. You know what I mean? You know why I fucks with Queen? Because she know how to work a gun. If y'all missed it, y'all missed it. I saw it, though. She was like, lock, whip, work, tap, rack, ready. That's language only she understands, y'all. Well, salute to y'all. I'll see y'all in the AM. I'll be back here on Wednesday. Love y'all, and I will catch y'all on the rebound. Later.
We'll be right back.